This is the dangers of imposing marriage choices on sons, a Christian animation.
My son, are you okay? You sounded very worried on the phone.
I'm fine, Mom. I have to talk to you urgently.
Oh, thank God. I'm a little relieved. Let's go to the room. Wait, I'll get you some cold water.
No, Mom, the water can wait.
So tell me, what's so urgent?
Mom, it's about my wife. She's in a very critical condition. I'm taking her to the hospital, and I need someone I trust to stay next to her. I'm too busy at work. So I thought of you. I'd like you to come with me, to stay with her in the hospital.
But you can't just show up like that and tell me to follow you at the same time. Besides, I've been very busy lately.
Mom, what's so urgent that you can't come help me? Don't forget that it's your daughter-in-law who's sick.
What daughter-in-law are you talking about? Instead of marrying a woman who will change your life and bring you happiness, you went to marry a witch. Since you've been together, she's been unable to give you a baby, and she's the one you call daughter-in-law.
Mom, what does that have to do with her illness? Besides, stop, it's God who gives a child. It's not her fault if we don't have a baby yet. God's time is the best.
My son, you don't spend on a sterile woman, and you must know as long as this witch hasn't given you a child yet, I'll never set foot in your house. Otherwise, the day I come, it will be to take out her luggage.
So, if I understand correctly, that is why, every time I invite you to the house, you find excuses not to come.
What I will come to do with a sterile, if I must come, it is to have fun with my grandsons. And witch that she is, she ate them all. She doesn't deserve my sympathy, because she brought my son nothing but trouble. Besides, I have a very nice surprise for you.
Mom, keep your surprise for yourself, and for your favorite children. I regret that I came all this way for nothing.
On the contrary, it is God who brought you here, my dear. Come here. Hello, my dear.
But what are you doing here?
Well, I live here with your mother. I take care of my mother-in-law.
Have you really become ill, or have you fallen on your head? Mom, can you tell me, what is Josiane doing in your room?
My son, you have to calm down. Come with me to the room, and I will explain everything to you.
There is no way I'm setting foot in that house again. So that was the surprise you had in store for me? Mom, you disappoint me greatly.
I'm your mother, and you have to obey me. I'm only doing this for your own good. You'd rather go back to that sterile, sick witch, while you have a good, submissive, and very fertile wife here?
Mom, I do not allow you to speak of my wife in this way. Whether you like it or not, she will remain my beloved, the one God has chosen for me.
We will see who will have the last word in this family.
Mom, he is really gone, and I'm afraid he'll never accept me.
Don't worry, girl, everything will work out in the end.
I feel like he still holds a grudge against me, for what I did to him. He never forgave me.
Don't worry, his supposed love for this woman, who is fortunately sterile, will eventually fade away. The desire to start a family with children will eventually make him open his eyes. This witch will never be able to give him children, so don't worry, their so-called love will end up blowing itself with time.
But every time that he sees me, he always looks at me with the eyes of the past, my abortion, and other mistakes that I have committed.
I will show him that you have completely changed, and that you are ready to found again a new family with him. Trust me, I'll take care of it. I know my son better than anyone, and I know that despite his anger, he wants to have a family. He will eventually understand that you are the one for him. We say in our country that an old woman sitting, or even further than a young man standing. Don't worry, I'm with you.
I really hope it will be like this.
Don't just stand there, go make me something to eat.
But I can't understand what's going on in my mother's head. After everything this girl did to me, my mother still accepts to welcome her into her home. It's unbelievable. While I was still a non-believer, she was my girlfriend. And she became pregnant, and she destroyed that pregnancy, without my consent, because I was poor. She said I was a man with no future, and my mother accepts this one into her house today? I will never forgive her for that. How did this girl manage to come back into our lives? And my mother knows how much I suffered from this breakup. My God, help me to understand what is happening. Whatever plan she is concocting, help me to see clearly in this situation. And please, help my wife to recover quickly. I will not let anyone, neither my mother nor Josiane, destroy what I am building with my wife. I gave my life to Jesus Christ and I married my wife. She is my priority. My wife, how do you feel today?
My husband, I feel a little better than yesterday, but I feel like I'm losing more and more strength.
I see, but let's not lose hope. Remember the word of God in Isaiah 41 verse 13, which says, I am the Lord your God who strengthens your right hand, who says to you, fear not, I will help you. We are not alone in this situation. God is with us, and we must keep the faith no matter what the doctors say. It is God who has the final say on our life.
Thank you, these words strengthen me greatly. But your mother, she is supposed to come with you.
Don't worry, she couldn't follow me, but she will come as soon as possible.
I knew she wouldn't come, I expected this, I know she hates me. To her, I'm just a poor sterile woman, who prevents you from having descendants.
My wife, don't worry about what my mother thinks. For now, let's focus on your recovery. Remember what the Bible says, love is patient, kind, not arrogant. Thank you, honey, I will try to be strong for both of us. Don't worry about anything, everything will be fine.
My brother, you seem upset. What's going on? And Naomi's health, is it better?
It's Mom who puts me in this state. I went to see her, to ask her to come and take care of Naomi at the hospital, but she refused.
Refused? Why?
Because she still hates Naomi. According to her, my wife did not give her dear son a child. She does not see how much she is already suffering.
But this is insane. Your wife is sick, she needs support, not judgment.
The worst part is that she keeps my ex-fiancé at her house, as if she was my wife.
Wait, what? Josiane is with Mom's?
Yes. She told me, without shame, that Josiane is the woman she would have always wanted for me. She treats her like she's still part of the family.
This is unacceptable. Naomi is going through a difficult time, and instead of helping her, Mom does everything she can to make it worse. She crossed the line.
Exactly. She doesn't even want to listen to reason. I try to explain to her that it's not my wife's fault that we haven't had a child yet, but she remains stubborn.
Big brother, you do what you can for your wife. Don't let Mom make you doubt your choices. If she doesn't want to come, I'll take care of Naomi with you.
Thank you, sister. I knew I could count on you.
But we're going to have to talk seriously to Mom. Her behavior is unacceptable.
I agree.
It's time for her to understand that she has to respect your choices and stop hurting your wife. I won't let anyone, not even Mom, treat the woman this way. Don't worry, big brother, I'm going to visit Mom to try to understand what's wrong with her. I will remain in prayer for the health of your wife.
Thank you very much. We need your prayers. I will not delay too long. I will go to the hospital to see how my wife is doing.
Okay, see you soon, big brother.
My daughter, what a nice surprise. Come in, sit down. It's nice to see you again. Come in, please.
Hello, Mom. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay, and you?
Mom is okay too. I wanted to spend some time with you. It's been a long time since we talked.
It's true. I'm glad you're here. You seem to have gained a little weight.
Yes, Mom, but you are still the same. Nothing escapes your eyes. Mom, the food is ready.
Okay, my favorite beautiful girl.
Josiane, what are you doing here? Hi. I live here for now. You live here for now. Mom, can you explain to me what she's doing at your place?
And why not? Josiane is the perfect woman for your brother. Not like that sick woman, who he lives with at the moment.
Mom, Naomi is my big brother's wife. They are married.
Not for me. A family without children is not a real family. This Naomi is a parasite. She's only ruining your brother's life. And I don't want to let it continue for much longer.
How can you say that? Naomi is sick right now and needs support. And you, instead of helping your son, you take the side of his ex-fiancée?
I don't want to support a woman who can't even give children to my son. A family needs children to strengthen itself. It's my duty to think about your brother's future.
And it's your duty to respect your son's choices. He loves his wife, and you have no right to treat her like that.
You talk a lot, but you two are old enough to get married and have children. Instead of lecturing me, mind your own life.
This is not my life we're talking about, Mom. We're talking about how you destroyed my big brothers.
You're like him, blinded by this woman. You don't understand anything. I am the matriarch of this family, and I will not allow a witch to come and squander my son's money.
No, Mom, you are the one who does not understand anything. Jerome deserves to be happy with the woman he loves, and you should be there for him, not to push him to break up. I won't change my mind.
Very well, Mom. But one day, you'll regret everything you are putting Jerome and his wife through.
You disgust me. I don't want to stay anymore.
It's not true. What exactly have my children become? Everyone is talking, and you want to talk too. What does she understand by home? You'd better leave, or you'll have to deal with me, kid.
Doctor, I don't understand. My wife has followed all the treatments you prescribed. Why isn't her condition improving? On the contrary, she seems to be getting worse and worse. I understand your concern, sir, and I share your preoccupation. In all honesty, with the care we gave her, her condition should have shown clear signs of improvement. So why isn't it? Do you think there could be something else? It's possible. Sometimes, factors that we don't detect right away can influence a patient's health. But I must admit that the deterioration of her condition surprises me. Doctor, please, I cannot remain without an answer. My wife is everything to me, and seeing her suffer like this is unbearable. I understand, sir. I will do everything I can to clarify this situation. I will request more in-depth analyses and review all previous results. We need to understand what is happening. Thank you, doctor. But please, do it quickly. Every day that passes, it's like I'm losing her a little more. I'll do everything in my power. I'll keep you informed as soon as I have news. Try to stay strong for your wife. She needs you. Okay, doctor. I'm counting on you.
Why did you want to meet me in person? We had already agreed everything by phone. And above all, why is it so urgent for you? This mission that I have entrusted to you is of capital importance to me. Everything must go according to plan, so tell me, how is patient Naomi? Madam, she is still weak, and as I planned the doses, she will not be able to leave the hospital bed so soon. I have continued to double the normal doses of the injections prescribed for her, and before long she will leave this world with a stroke. Very well, continue your work like that. Yes, well, I have fulfilled my part of the contract. Now I want the second half of my money. All right, here is what we agreed. You will receive more if the final objective is reached. This woman needs to disappear from my life for good. She will remain nailed to this hospital bed. Tell me, ma'am, why are you taking such a huge risk? It's none of your business. You took your money, so make sure you do what I ask you to do properly. This witch stole something very precious from me. She stole my life, so I have to keep her in this state for as long as possible, or even delete her, in order to get back what is rightfully mine. And may I know, what exactly did she steal from you? That's enough. You already know enough. Just do your job, and keep her nailed to the hospital bed. Very well, I will continue to make sure that she remains very weak. Perfect, and remember, not a word of this to anyone. Okay, ma'am. Honestly, The whole plan is going swimmingly. I knew I was capable of doing this. Poor Mother Jerome, how easy you are to manipulate. Poor old lady, she thinks I'm on her side. She told me, an old woman sitting or even further away than a young man standing. Yet it is the opposite. She sees absolutely nothing. She is rather a young woman like Josiane sitting, or even further away than a poor old woman standing. Gaining her trust was like child's play. I am going to get my husband back.
Who could it be? I don't have any appointments today. Back home. Who let you come into my office?
Listen, honey, I know I'm not welcome here, but I needed to talk to you. I admit I made some big mistakes, but I came back to redeem myself.
Redeem you? Remember everything you put me through. You left me when I loved you with all my heart. You abandoned me when I needed someone by my side the most.
I know I hurt you, but I was very young and immature. Now I've matured, and I've changed.
You think that all you have to do is come to me and say I've changed, for me to forget everything you've done to me, or go and get my mom on your side with your schemes. Sorry, I myself have matured, and by the grace of God, I have also found the woman who is very important for me, the one who loved me in the worst moments. I don't even blame you, because I ended up understanding that it was God who got rid of your witchcraft and your shenanigans.
Jerome, you know very well that Naomi is not the one you need. She may have supported you when I left you, but she will never be able to give you what I can give you.
You have nothing more to give me. God has already filled me with everything. And I do not allow you to speak of my wife like that. Get out of my office, you wicked woman. I never want to see you again. Get away from me and my wife. You are defeated in the name of Jesus Christ.
I've had enough of your bullshit. This woman will get what she deserves. No one can separate me from my husband. I mean no one. I must now change my strategy and move up a gear. But ma'am, what are you doing here? You took a huge risk, coming all the way to the hospital. My dear, I know it's risky, but I have to change strategy. What are you talking about? We have to move up a gear. You have to increase the doses even more. Now I want her death to be hastened. Madam, I'm sorry, but I can't kill a patient. I've already taken too many risks for you. Listen, it's not like I'm giving you a choice. You don't have a choice. You have to do what I ask you. Plus I'm going to give you a lot of money, and you'll have my gratitude forever. No, I can't. I don't want to have human blood on my hands. Listen, if you refuse, I will make your life a living hell. I have information on you, on your husband, on your loved ones. I have compromising information that could ruin your whole life and your career. We are now in the same boat. Please, don't force me to kill anyone. You're not going to kill her, you just have to increase the doses, and she'll die naturally from a stroke. It's as simple as that. You'd better act quickly. Can I count on you? Or do you want me to use other, more effective means? No, ma'am, no, I'll do it, I promise. There you go, now you're talking. Goodbye.
My wife, what's wrong? Since you came home from work, you haven't said a single word.
My husband, I'm fine.
Please don't lie to me. I can see that there's someone bothering you.
It's just that, I'm too tired.
My wife, we've been married for years, and I know you very well in any trouble. I'm here, just to listen to you, not to judge you. It's that you can trust me.
My dear, I did something terrible at work. It all started when a lady named Josiane contacted me. And at first, it was just to do some investigations on a patient, and she paid me well. Afterwards, I should just slightly increase the dose of the injections prescribed for the patient, and now she wants me to increase the dose of the injections again to kill the patient. My dear, I can't do this. I don't want to, but she's threatening me, I don't know what to do anymore.
Listen, I'm not judging you, but you have to make things right. Even if the consequences are going to be terrible, you have to confess to your superiors what you did. And don't forget that you were also manipulated. I advise you to take responsibility before it's too late. It's the only way out of this trap. And don't worry, I'll be there for you, no matter the consequences. But Rose, what brings you to the operating room? And why do you look upset?
Doctor, I have to tell you something very serious.
Listen, you can go to my office, if you want.
No, doctor.
Okay, so what is it about?
It's about the patient Naomi, Mr. Jerome's wife.
Yes, the patient's condition is only getting worse, despite intensive care.
Yes, doctor, it's my fault. If she's still in this state, I was manipulated to increase the doses of the injections she was taking.
Are you kidding me?
No, doctor, a lady named Josiane offered me a lot of money to increase the dose of her injections daily. Now she wants me to increase the doses even more, to cause cardiac arrest in the patient.
I hope you realize the seriousness of your actions. Not only have you endangered the life of a patient, but you have also violated all the ethical and professional rules of our profession.
I'm so sorry, doctor. I didn't know it would go this far.
You already know the consequences of your actions. But first of all, I advise you to take responsibility and go confess to the patient, because she deserves to know the whole truth.
Nurse, it's time for me to take my injections for today, right? No, ma'am, you don't have any more injections to take. I have to confess something to you. You should know that if you're still in this hospital, it is because of me. Do you know a lady called Josiane? No, not really. That name doesn't mean anything to me. This lady paid me so that I could increase the dose of your injections daily. That is what made you still weak, and your condition only deteriorate. I am really sorry. She now wants me to increase the doses even more to cause cardiac arrest. So if I understand correctly, if I am still in this hospital, it is because such a lady, whom I do not even know, paid you to kill me. I am so sorry, ma'am. I hope that one day, you will find the strength necessary to forgive me. Nurse, you made a very bad decision, but the fact that you came to confess to me shows that there is still humanity in you. God is merciful, and He is the only one who can forgive you. Go in peace. Welcome back, my husband.
Thank you, my wife. I think you are in good shape today.
Yes, indeed. I finally understood today why I was so weak, and that my condition was only getting worse.
I hope you are not joking, huh?
Of course not. The nurse who takes care of me came to tell me that a woman named Josiane paid her to increase my injection doses, and finally she asked her to increase the doses again, to cause a cardiac arrest of my heart.
This is unacceptable. It's attempted murder.
Do you know the lady who paid the nurse? I don't know why she's mad at me.
My dear, let me first go talk to the doctor immediately. I'm going to make sure that all this stops at once. Doctor, where is she? That nurse who was trying to kill my wife? Calm down, sir. I just learned something unacceptable. I understand your anger, and I am also upset by this heinous act, but I want to inform you that Nurse Rose has already given her resignation this morning. I assure you, she will not get off that easily. I will file a complaint with the courts. Don't forget also this lady Josiane. She was the real brain of the operation. Don't worry, this lady, my ex-fiancée, she is very dangerous, but this time, she went very far. I will take care of her case. I also want to tell you that we have developed a plan to get our hands on this lady Josiane, and we must act with caution, because she is very clever. With your permission, we will act as if Nurse Rose followed all her instructions, and as soon as she is present, to settle the payment, the police will be able to get their hands on her. Darling, I have to confess something to you too.
Tell me everything. The doctors have more news.
No, it's about the lady Josiane, the one who paid the nurse. She was my ex-fiancée before I gave my life to the Lord Jesus Christ. She wanted to hurt you. She thought that by destroying you, she could take your place by my side again.
And you didn't tell me anything? How long had you known this? How could you hide something like this from me?
I didn't want to burden you further. You're already so fragile. And I was afraid of losing you if you knew that my mother helped her come back into our lives.
Your mother and Josiane? They plotted against me, and you left me in the dark. You know I'm a Christian, and I believe in forgiveness. But what you did hurt me deeply. You broke my trust.
I'll do anything to win it back. Tell me what I have to do.
Promise me, Jerome. Promise me that you will never hide the truth from me again, no matter what.
I promise you, my wife. I will never hide anything from you again.
Okay, I forgive you. But make sure I leave this damn hospital as soon as possible.
Don't worry, we have already taken all the necessary measures, not only to put Josiane behind bars, but also to restore your health.
But why did you give me an appointment here, at the metro station? It's part of the schedule. Since this viper is dead, I'm going to have to leave the country for a little while before coming back to take care of my husband. You did a good job, as agreed. That's what I owe you. Thank you, ma'am. I hope your journey ends in hell. Of course, but that's after my life on earth. For now I intend to enjoy life. But once in hell, you will come and serve me again. Isn't that right?
Mrs. Josiane,
Yes. What can I do for you, officer?
I'm arresting you for attempted murder of Mrs. Naomi. You have the right to remain silent.
Rotten, you're going to pay dearly for this.
My son, I'm so happy to see you again.
Mom, me too. Finally, you are no longer under the cheeks of that witch Josiane. I have a big surprise for you.
Oh my darling Naomi, welcome to your home.
Thank you, Mom.
Come in, my princess, don't just stand there. I'm really sorry for all the hurt I've done to you. I didn't know that you were a blessing to my son and to my family. I ask you with all my heart to forgive me. I was naive and unbelieving.
Mom, I have already forgiven you, and I ask you to forget the past. I came with my husband to tell you that you will be a grandmother in a few months.
Oh my God, what a relief, what happiness, my life is fulfilled. Naomi, God has truly blessed you, and I thank God for bringing you into my family.
Thank you so much.
Please give this video a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment, turn on the notification bell for more life-changing videos and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. God bless you.